What's up, Healing Hearts Movement? I hope everybody is doing well. Today is April 28th, and I'd like to say that Confessions of a Cheater is officially a wrap. Yay! Woo! I wanted to dedicate some space for my exes, my situationships, my boo things, my soulmates, my karmic mates, my partners, my hoes, whatever you'd like to call them. I feel like they deserve a shout out, if anything, because I have some things to say. Some of you guys are ignoring me, and that's cool too. I don't really care. But my intention for reaching out to some of you guys was to just, I guess, let you know what's going on, to check in, because I haven't seen or talked to a lot of these people since the last time we talked. So if I did reach out to you, it was for a reason. If you ignored me, that's cool. We all got free will, but I mean, I'm trying to heal, so I would like to dedicate this to y'all. Number one, I apologize. If this is your first time hearing it, it sucks. I'm a terrible person, or I was. I just want to start this off with an apology. If I ever crossed a boundary, if I ever cheated, lied, manipulated, I apologize. I wasn't who I am today. I've had to go through a lot of hoops, learn a lot of lessons, at which I recorded and spun and probably talked about some of y'all. Just to show everybody that I'm not playing when it comes to God. I'm not playing when it comes to my heart and when it comes to healing. Like, I'm being very serious and I'm being very honest with you guys. So I another point is I've changed. And if I can change, I believe anybody can change. But I don't think that holding on to that person until they change is the right thing. I had to be let go a lot of times just to get through um, the lesson. So if you're listening to this and you have an ex that cheated, I mean, don't hear them out if they're not healing. They don't got to start a podcast and start be all spiritual and stuff like that to know that they've changed. But at least, give some grace in your heart that people do change, on their own time. And we can't force them to drink. We can't dunk their head in the water. People are going to be people. Humans are going to be humans. That's what they do. They're for us to learn our lessons and whatnot. Okay, so I just want to say I'm sorry, but the best apology is change, so I feel like I am doing that. So thank you for those that stuck around, and thank you for those that left. It was all a part of the journey, so I appreciate it. I am open to communication from any and all of you, pretty much to clear up any mishaps. If you heard differently, if you don't agree with me, if you think I'm lying, go ahead and hit me up. Like, I'm pretty sure, again, I'm trying to keep open communication with all of you guys, because I can understand that some of these are sensitive topics and I'm the one trying to bring it to light. I understand how frustrating that could be, but that's my purpose. Is to drag the darkness into the light. I love it. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my job. I pray we all heal from this. That we all heal from the things that normal people can't see. If you were to meet me on the road, you would never guess that this is what I'm talking about. But I do surprise people with this podcast. So if you're listening, hello. Thank you for taking the time out in your days or day to listen to these, to listen to my story, to let you know how much I have changed and how much I did learn love in the lessons of these people. Mm, Also, to any of my exes, situations, boo things, soulmates, karmic mates, or hoes, y'all are entitled to your own episodes or an entire season if you'd like. Let's heal together. Let's do this. I mean, if you don't want to be on air, that's cool. If you want to be live, even better. But reach out, like, totally. Like, I'm again, and I'm saying this in the public for all of y'all. Like, go ahead and reach out to me, even if I didn't talk about one of our situations. If you feel like it was important, we should totally talk about it. If you feel like even a friend of yours, and you want to talk about something, come on, let's go. That revolves any of these situations or what? Because I'm all about bringing things to the light, because as a tarot reader, I've realized that a lot of our situations are the same. So if I can talk about my situation and heal my collective, then I'm going to do that, and I invite you guys to heal with me because I have no malicious intent. So, come, let's heal together. It is what it is. I do know that one of my exes are telling people not to, I guess, just to be careful, to be careful who they have in their energy. And she's totally right, but I know it was geared towards me, and I reached out, but I was ignored. So I'm kind of confused how people are able to talk on social media and not want to talk to the person that they are talking about. But I guess that's just the world we live in, right? Humans will be humans, but I don't want to be that person. So again, any and everybody, open mic night, okay? Come through, email me at lovethosethatlove us@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to get back to you so we can go ahead and get things popping, right? But season 2 is all for my people, those that had a similar situation, that's been cheated on, or have cheated. I'm going to open that line of communication up for them to heal, and I would like to see you guys again in season 3. All right, so again, reach out. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that because I know some of y'all are avoiding conversation, but are probably listening to this daggone podcast right now. Okay, so reach out for real. Like, it does not have to be in public. We can heal in private, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, thanks for listening.